Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Backpacktrader training room for Tuesday, December 7th, 2021, Pearl Harbor Day. Please say hello and hit that like button if you feel like you're getting benefit from the content. My data on the pound Aussie looks kind of strange, but it's been doing this for the last 15, 20 minutes. Bounce down. But we'll see if it settles down later. YM is flat, nothing happening. Markets are open now. Soybeans is flat also. Both are waiting for their first trades. Nothing yet on heating oil. Good morning, Pamela. Miles. Crude oil had a get in sync short for its first trade of the morning on Spotlight. Got in at 71.44. Plenty of time to get into that. Good 30 seconds to get into that. So definitely targets 1 and 2 on that trade. So definite one and done. Unleaded gas with the trade right at our start time, but there again, plenty of time to get into it. It just kind of hovered around the entry for a little while before heading down. Strong target 2 winner and a nice trailer down well beyond target 4. So crude and unleaded both one and done this morning. Let's see what it looks like. My bandwidth is really having problems this morning, and I think that's my provider. I'm going to have to start working to see if I can't figure out what's going on with that, because it's getting to be really bad of late. Eight 8:45 start on the unleaded trade plan. There's our first trade on heating oil. 2061 going long. And our first trade on the YM. Long at 557, it looks like. And this is and target 3 on heating oil very quickly. That's at break even. Stop at 2062. And it looks like it's going to start trailing up here. YM going strong. Target 1 and target 2. YM stop at 578 now. Okay, 845. And stopping out on heating oil for just a few ticks. YM at 584 for the stop. As long as the data on the pound Aussie is doing this, I'm not even going to try to follow that. Okay. Unleaded was in a trade at our start time. There's our first possibility at 850. Possible long. That did. How quick was that? 2 seconds. Nope, that one wasn't tradable. So we're still looking for our first trade. And the YM stopping out for a one and done session. And soybeans with a no trade long. Possible short coming. I don't know if y'all are hearing that or not, but obviously I'm having some issues with connection and or machine speed. Or machine load, actually, is probably more accurate. There's a short on soybeans, 1261.75, and that just triggered in. Target at 1258.50. So still looking for the first trade on our unleaded catapult chart. No trade on the long there. There's a short that triggered in. 9:10.59 to 11:26. Probably tradable. Full stop out, then we get the long. May or may not have been too fast to catch. We'd have to spread that out on probably a 30-second chart to see if that was tradable. And hitting target 3. So that's going to be a successful trade. and a reasonable trailer, and stopping out at 0859, it looks like. Yep, stopping out at 0859. So the loser and a winner. That will be very close to break even, I would say, or possibly positive. Soybeans going all three targets and now trailing 1259.75 for the stop. So that one's going to get us a one and done session for soybeans. 1251.20 or 59.25 now. And our second trade on heating oil now. Another target 3. Stop at 2053. If you needed another trade to get positive on unleaded and on catapult, short hits target 3. And a small trailer, but that certainly will be enough to get you positive on 3 trades. It looks like more winners on there. 1258.75 on soybeans. And stopping out for just a couple of ticks on the short. Just beginning to, on heating oil, just beginning to trail. Good morning to those joining us a few minutes late. Please do say hello. Micro ES with the long trade for its 8:35 session. That's a 9.5 point target and an 11 point risk on the Micro ES. And big trade on soybeans. Stop at 12.54 even now. All right, and heating oil giving us another short. That's at money management now, so the stop will come to 2013. No, 2012. That is the stop. And there's target 3. Third full target winner in a row on heating oil. Micro ES extending. Trying to reach target 1. And there's target 1. So that will be a one and done session for the early morning, 8:35 Central. That's exchange time on the Micro ES. So getting lots of one and dones this morning. Crude, unleaded on Spotlight, Micro ES on Catapult, YM on Spotlight, soybeans on Counterpunch. Soybeans now at $12.5225. Remember, soybeans is $50 a point. So that is a really big trade, especially if you're taking all 3 targets and the trailer. And break even stop, or 1 tick stop out at 2012 on the third heating oil trade. And soybeans stopping out at the 12.5225. So that is done. Three wins should take us to POQ on heating oil. YM and Micro ES both pushing to session highs. And 10 minutes away from 10 a.m. crude mini session. I'm going to need some questions in here because the market's making quick work of it, of the charts up here this morning. Let's see what bean oil is doing. Bean oil is in a break-even short so far. A fourth target 3 winner now in a row on heating oil. Heating oil picking up that's a scalp and run setup on the catapult. It's hitting the scalp targets at target 3, but not picking up any runners this morning. Looks like a scalp and run on micro ES would be nicely profitable this morning. And the micro ES making another push. Looks like it got to 72.50. And that looks like it's going to be target 2. And bean oil stopping out for a one tick at 58.21. Looks like. Definitely getting target 2 on the micro ES catapult 5-minute chart. And that would be a one and done on the bean oil. And that is a one and done plan on its base, and looks like we're getting a bit of a starting to get a little bit of a trailer this time on the heating oil. 2044 for the trailing stop. And heating oil stop now at 2072, so exceeding target 3 this time with the trailer as well. And just about time for the crude oil 10 a.m. mini session. Another minute plus. 2084 for heating oil, the heating oil stop. And 2104. I'm getting jumps in data, which is telling me that the incoming data on probably the pound Aussie chart is overwhelming my machine at the moment. I'm not trying to trade anything. Two one one four. The heating oil stop. This is coming in a little too early. And look, based on what I'm seeing there's going to be movement in crude as well. And it's coming in a little bit before our 10 a.m. start time. So we'll have to look and see what kind of trade we might get. If I can get the chart to update here. Yep. I've got another chart up on crude, and we got a 200 trade off the 200 EMA. I'm at 11 or 12 minutes before our start time. That's past target 4, and trailer is up beyond target 3. So we'll be looking for a new setup there. Heating oil at 2147. And if you're not taking the soybean oil as a one and done, trade plan, you're in a long trade now. Looks like crude pushing well higher, and market's up at session highs now. $21.74 now for heating oil. And the micro ES is going to start trailing up here now. 14 EMA is moving through the one break-even stop. And crude coming back down a little bit on my off-screen chart. Heating oil coming down as well. First 10 a.m. mini session trade is a short at 72.04. It's a green trade. Wow. Micro ES going up through target 3 now. Crude making a strong upward move last day or two, going from the mid-60s up into the low 70s now. We have this week and next week on the January contract, and then probably the end of next week, first of the week after, we'll go roll over to the February contract. Yeah, I'm not surprised at that, Don, thank you. Don letting us know that Dow's up 460 points this morning. The S&P is up over 30 points this morning. Our futures the December futures that we're looking at. Futures are not up quite so much on the YM, apparently, as on the Dow itself. Although the futures may already have the move that was baked in, that came from the Dow this morning, baked in. But it's setting session highs. Bean oil taking some heat on that second trade. And a break even on the Fifth trade for heating oil. All right. Nobody posting any questions. And crude seems to be consolidating, going sideways. It pushed down below the 20 SMA, but is hanging out right there, right below the 20 SMA at the moment. Can't see it on the on-screen chart, and it's right around the $72 mark. It's right 71.96, but it looks like it's going from about 71.91 up to about 72.06 or so. And the Dow keeps pushing up. OIM up 160 points or so since market open. As Don was telling us in the comments, that was up 460 this morning. All right. And soybean stopping out of its second trade. All right. Micro ES catapult trade. Stop up to 46.62.25. Looks like it's coming up to, and we're coming up to the 10:15 mark. In a little in a minute plus. And rising again. And it looks like it, if it didn't hit it, it came really close to target 4. If you're trading that, I certainly would consider taking profit at target on any target 4 position, and then now trading through. Crude back up to 72.10, still in the short. Stop up at 72.33. And crude coming back down, testing its 50 EMA at 71.90. All right, yeah, 50 EMA sitting at 71.90. Looks like it bounced off from at least one bar. $46.65 for the even for the micro ES stop. And the YM now in a trade off the SMA. Not part of our trade plan, but that's a nice picking up the trade off of on the trend on a pullback, and a nice trailer running on that. Trailer running about target 3 at the moment, a little above target 3 maybe. All right. All right, folks. Crude not doing very much. It's down at 71.89. It actually has pushed through the 50 EMA. And just hit money management and target one. So that is going to be a one and done. That will be a POQ trade for the 10 a.m. session. Stop at 71.97. $71.92 for the crude stop now, pushing down toward target 2. I would say missing target. I'm not getting data off the data box right now either, so that's looks like just missing target 2. Nope, hit target 2 on the nose. It looks like it's 71. So targets 1 and 2 on crude and getting us out. Not much else to talk about this morning, unless there are questions. $71.91 for the current stop on crude. $67.50, 46.67.50 for the micro ES stop. All right, it looks like now we're into getting break evens on heating oil. But no losing trades, I don't believe, this morning on heating oil. Everything was at least break even. All right. It looks like our numbers are dwindling a little bit. And charts are pretty well finished up this morning. So unless I see some questions in the next few minutes, I'm not sure what the official rollover date is, Don, but Don asking what the ES rollover is it on December 9th? I think that is the official date. Basically, as usual, watch for the volume migration and see when that happens. The contract officially closes, I believe, on the 16th. 16th or 17th. Volume switchover maybe, yeah, maybe December 9th, but we'll see when it occurs. Yeah, now the official close of the contract is the third Friday. The official rollover usually is about a week before that. But there again, we're not typically, most of us here are not maintaining a swing trading position, so we're not concerned so much with actually rolling a position, but we're looking at when we want to switch from trading December as the front month contract to March. Yep, that's right. Just watch the volume around these days. See when the volume migrates to the March contract. And I think for those on NinjaTrader, I think it's probably not going to show this at the moment, but I just use a 2-panel chart with each contract on it with just the volume indicator. And I can quickly look at that and see which chart has more volume. Yeah, there it is. I haven't updated, so it's looking at March yet. Yeah. Nope, volume hasn't rolled over yet. 414,000 contracts on December and 14,000, just over 14,000 on March. So it's definitely still on the December contract. All right, folks. Now I believe I'm going to call it a day. Looks like crude hit those targets, came back and stopped out. And it looks like about 71.86. So that's a good place to call it a day. Troy will be back tomorrow with the Wednesday session and the crude oil inventory report, and I will be back on Thursday. See everybody then.